Hi.
Hello there, missing
Hello.
girl. Finally you appeared.
Yes.
Yes, finally. I miss you.
I miss you too.
Oh, you don't miss me. You don't miss me. Milena's class vocab. All right, Milene, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
That's great.
And you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. I had a good weekend. I'm relaxed. I love Mondays. Mondays are my favorite day of the week. Honestly speaking, I like Mondays. Some people hate Mondays. Garfield hates Mondays. I like Mondays. I like Mondays. And how was your weekend?
My weekend has very good.
Was.
Was was very good. I'm I I'm little sick in
Really?
Saturday, and but I took
I took?
took pills.
You took
Took
pills?
pills.
Yes. Medicine,
Yes,
pills.
medicine. Yes, and and
I,
better.
I'm
I'm better.
I'm feeling better. I'm better. I
I'm feeling better.
recovered. I recovered.
Yes.
Perfect. Good English. You spoke English and I understood everything. Good job. Good job.
Thanks.
Great. And you felt, what were the symptoms? What did you have? What were the symptoms?
Um, eu não sei falar resfriado, gripe,
Cold.
em inglês.
Cold.
Cold.
A cold. So I got a cold. I got a cold. Cold is resfriado and flu is gripe.
I got a cold.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. We have these two different things. A cold is not very strong. A flu is a little
Yes.
stronger. That's basically the difference, I think. I'm not sure. I think that's the difference between cold and flu. But okay, you got a flu. Did you get fever, for example, or no fever?
No, I got a cold.
Just a cold. All right, all right.
Yes.
But you got the medicine and you were okay already, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
your Saturday was in bed or not in bed?
In bed and very sonolenta, como que eu falo?
All right, good. That's sleepy. Sleepy.
Sleepy.
Sleepy. Right?
Yes, very sleepy.
And that's all.
Yes.
Thanks God. Thank you God. It's nothing else, right?
Yes.
Great, Milene. And how was your Sunday?
My Sunday was calm too. I I watched the como falo culto.
You can say worship. Worship.
Yes.
Worship. You watch
I
the worship.
watched
I watch it. I watch it.
I watched worship lives, né?
Yes, on the internet.
And I watch I watched Prison Break.
All right. Michael.
Yes, Michael Scofield.
Michael Scofield.
And quinta, como que eu falo? É tipo
The
meus
so that's the
this
fifth season. Fifth season.
fifth season. Yes, fifth
Yeah.
season.
Uh you have the Masons, right?
Repeat, please.
Maçonaria. Is it related to the Maçonaria already or not yet?
No,
Oops, spoilers. Oops, spoilers. Spoilers.
but just como que eu falo? Só faltam dois episódios.
So, there are 2 episodes left. There are 2 episodes left. 2 episodes left. There are 2 episodes left.
There are 2 episodes left. Yes.
Only 2 episodes left, and you are going to the 6th season already, right?
No.
That's the final.
Yes.
There's no 6th season.
No.
Okay, all right. I don't remember because it was a long time ago. I watched Prison Break.
There are 4 seasons and 7. I think 7 years after. Como eu falo? Gravaram.
They released it.
Mas
They released new episodes.
yes, new season.
All right, 7 years after.
I think
That's
yes.
That's different, right?
Very years after.
Many years.
Many years, yes.
Yes, many, because it's possible to count years. We can count years. That's basically the difference. Very is about intensity. For example, I love you very much. Oh, it's very cold. It's very hot. It's about intensity. But when you're talking about quantity, you say many. That's basically the difference.
Okay.
And that's something many people, they commit mistakes with. I think I'm going to create a post on Instagram. The difference between very and many.
And many.
Yes, because many people they make confusion. They mix this very with many, and I need to explain. So I think that's a good idea for a post on Instagram. I don't know. Maybe that's a good idea.
Very.
Yes, I have a list here. I make lists with questions I see my students have, and with these questions, I create the posts. For example, come and go. Sometimes they forget the difference between come and go, and other things here. Because I am focusing a lot on my Instagram now, because in a few months I want to create my online course. So I need to focus on my Instagram as much as I can. Understand? It's serious. Instagram is a serious business. Instagram is serious, and I try not to have fun on Instagram. Because if I have fun on Instagram, I lose the focus. Understand? If I see, if I have fun on Instagram, humor, jokes, pranks. Prank is pegadinha. Pranks, girls. If I focus on this on Instagram, I lose the focus, and I need to work on my Instagram. Understand?
Yes.
That's the problem. And there are so many fun things on Instagram, so many pranks, so many jokes, so many memes, so many girls. It's easy to lose the focus there. It's easy to lose the focus. Anyways, how is Melius going? Is everything all right in the company?
Yes, all right. My team my team are progredindo, tipo.
Okay, so you can say my team, because your team is one thing. Yes, my team is not our. My team is, because your team is one thing.
Yes.
So my team is improving. Is improving, tá melhorando. My team is improving. Improving on what?
Improving in job. Treinamentos.
Trainings.
Está em treinamento, né?
Trainings.
Trainings.
What type of trainings, for example? I think the last training you told me about was about the diversity, right?
Repeat, please.
I think the last training we had a conversation about was about diversity, right? You told me you had a training. Uh, I think it was about diversity. I don't remember, but I think it was about diversity, right?
Yes, but my team is trainings, não, né? É?
My
Está
my
treinando?
yes is training. My team is
Is
training.
training. My team is training and technicals process, sei lá.
Technical processes. Technical
Yes,
processes.
payment, como é que é a folha de pagamento mesmo? Eu sempre esqueço.
I don't remember either, but anyway, salary bills, I don't know.
Você tinha me falado.
Payment bills, payment
Acho que era isso.
orders of payment, maybe.
Yes, I think.
So now,
eu acho que sim.
I think
so. I think yes. I think yes.
I think so.
I think so.
You remember I think so?
Yes.
And what's the negative form of I think so? What's the negative form?
I need it. Ah, esqueci. No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's very useful. That's very useful because, for example, Rodolfo, what do you think, Rodolfo, is the best candy? No, Rodolfo, do you think cakes are the best candies? Yes, I think so. I love cakes. Rodolfo, do you think motorcycles are good transport? Yes, I think so. I love motorcycles. I think so. Rodolfo, do you think drugs are good for the body? I don't think so. I don't think drugs are good. Okay, so I think so, and I don't think so. Okay, all right. So because your team is already trained, because your team is already training other people on processes, on other things, you can relax.
I'm training my team.
Okay, you are their leader.
Repeat, please.
You are your team's leader.
Yes.
So you just watch. You just watch things happening.
No.
No?
Não mesmo.
Not really. Not really.
Not really.
E se você quiser falar isso, not really, né? E se você quiser falar isso exagerando e até falar palavrão, você fala assim, no shit. No shit. Não de jeito nenhum. No shit.
Okay.
Or you say not really or no shit. You can say this. Okay, possible ways. Of
Not
course.
really.
Yes, of course the second option is very informal, but sometimes if you want to express something, it's okay to be informal. For example, in Portuguese we have this word foda. Nossa, foda, hein? That's to express the idea. And in English we have these things too. For example, I lived in Oregon, and they say that Oregon is the shit. Oregon is the shit. What's this? Oregon is the shit. Oregon is the best.
Okay.
That's different, right? That's different. The shit, yes, but that's the best. It's good for you to pay attention on expressions like this because if you hear this, you understand. Not necessarily you need to speak, you need to say, you need to use them, but it's good to understand them. Okay?
Okay.
So,
yes.
Actually, or you don't watch them, you work a lot, right?
Yes.
You work a lot.
I'm training my team for I'm in the future just
watch. Okay.
What?
Yes, okay. And Milene, who trains you? Your process of training, your evolution is finished already, or you have mentors? You have people who train you.
My leader.
My
Existe?
my boss, my leader, my coordinator, my supervisor.
My coordinator. Yes. And just use, como que eu falo? Tipo assim, comportamentais. Como que eu falo? Comportamentais.
What type of human feelings?
Yes. But in technical process, I'm learning with cursos, como que fala?
Curses, online curses, for example.
Cursos, online cursos, and YouTube, and sites.
Websites. Milene,
Websites.
this. Yes, please conclude, please.
And in the menus, and não sei como é que eu falo isso. There
is.
There are the training for leaders. Leaders mesmo?
Yes,
leaders.
yes.
The training for leaders. And the one consultoria? Como que eu falo?
You can say mentoring or consulting.
There are... Vamos lá, vou tentar fazer a frase de novo, para eu falar direitinho. There are training for leaders. Não vou conseguir concluir. Eu quero falar que, tipo assim, tem uma consultoria contratada para dar treinamentos para os líderes.
Okay,
so
there is a third part team. There is a group that trains the leaders.
Yes.
Okay, and they offer courses, online courses, a structure for the leaders at Melius.
Yes.
Okay, and are they part of Melius, or they are from a different company, a different team?
Different company.
All right.
His name?
Its
company?
name.
Its name is A Carta.
A Carta.
With K.
With K.
Yes, A Carta.
A Carta training. A Carta treinamentos.
Yes.
I'm Googling it. Is that okay to Google it?
Yes.
Organizations to make your potential real. Okay, nice.
Yes.
Nice. Good. Carol.
Cynthia is very, very... Como é que é foda mesmo?
She's the shit.
Yes, she's the shit.
Cynthia Martins, right?
Yes.
Wow, nice. That's good. That's nice.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's better to say wonderful.
She is wonderful.
Yes, it's more formal. It's more formal to say she's wonderful. And speaking of training, considering that you work in the financial thing, but also you work as a HR, human resources, right? Do you work? I know at Melius you work in the financial sector, right?
Yes.
And also you have interviews with the human resources team, right?
Yes.
To contract.
Como que eu falo? Mudei para...
I emigrated.
I emigrated
I moved to
human resources.
You move it to human resources. So you don't work in the financial services anymore?
Yes. Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Yes. Because the responsibility is different now. The responsibility is with people, not numbers, right? Not money. I prefer people too.
My responsibility, né? My responsibility.
You can say my duties, or my responsibilities. Responsibilities, it's a very long word. Responsibilities. So it's better to say duties. My duties are. My
duties are people. Como eu falo, já eram. Tipo,
Okay, so it was people already.
It was people.
Already.
Already,
já. Era pessoas já. It was people already.
Already. But in directory
In the financial sector.
In the financial sector. Now, continua sendo pessoas.
It's people. It's still people.
It's still people.
Yes.
But in the human resources.
Human resources. And in Portuguese, RH. So we just changed the order. Okay, human resources. Okay, and now, because you work in the human resources, because there is a team that is paid, is contracted to train you and other leaders, I want to make this question, and I've always wanted to make this question for someone that works in the HR team, in the HR sector. I've always wanted, I'm going to ask you a question, and I've always wanted, now I am a teacher, I can ask any questions in English. So, prepare, get ready. Okay? Because the HR team, in an interview, they ask the candidates this question. And I will ask you this question. What are your strong points and weak points? What are your, the correct term is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? So what are your strengths and weaknesses? That's the correct term. But speaking in an easier way, what are your strong points and weak points? What are your advantages and disadvantages?
Okay.
That's the question. I've always wanted to ask this question because I want the proper answer. What's the correct answer for this question? I know there's no perfect answer for anything. I know. People are different. People have different strengths, different weaknesses. I know. People are different. But I want to take advantage of this position here and ask this question. Finally, change the game. I want to change the game finally and ask this question for a human resources person. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses?
Okay. Never responda, como que eu falo?
Never answer. Without thinking.
Ai, não vou saber falar. Eu queria te falar para nunca responder que você é ansioso como um defeito. Isso não cola, não.
So never answer or never say you are an anxious person. Never say this.
Isso não cola mais. Ou então perfeccionista. Não, perfeccionista. Eu sou perfeccionista, meu defeito.
I'm a perfectionist. Yes, it sounds...
Não cola, não.
Yes, I understand. It makes sense. But why not anxious? Why not anxious? I'm anxious. Why that's not a good answer? Because maybe the person is anxious. For example, me, for example.
Não, eu falei errado. Ansioso não. Eu falei errado, era perfeccionista.
Okay, perfectionist.
Não.
I thought it was anxious because, for example, I am an anxious person, but today I control it better. Some years ago, it was very difficult for me to control my anxiety. I use it to bite my nails. Today I control it better. I don't bite my nails. I control it with breathing. Understand? I breathe and I am calm. And I control my anxiety. But that's okay. Give me your answer. Human resources candidate.
My strength points?
Yeah, my strength. Yeah, my strong points. My strong points or my strengths. My strengths.
Yes. My strengths, vou falar isso em inglês, tá ótimo, né? I have the analytic vision. That's it?
Analytical vision. Okay.
Analytical vision. And I'm human vision.
Yes, you have a human touch.
Human touch?
Yes, a human touch. You understand humans, details related to people.
Yes.
Okay.
Caring, cuidar.
I'm caring. Eu sou cuidadosa, carinho. Tipo, cuidadosa. I'm caring.
I'm caring. I'm very... Como que eu falo? Honesta?
Honest.
Honest and comprometida.
Compromised.
Yes. And I have a good...
Not have. I have
a good... Eu não sei falar isso em inglês. Tipo, gestão de crise.
Okay.
Faço uma boa...
Okay, so I have a good crisis management. I have a good crisis management. Okay, gerenciamento, organização, management. Because that's the skill of a manager. A manager manages things, works with management. So you have a good crisis management. You don't go crazy, right?
Yes.
Okay. So these are your qualities.
Yes.
Any other qualities?
I think so. But professional qualities.
Professional qualities.
Professional qualities is... This is good.
This is enough, right?
This is okay?
This is enough. É o suficiente. This is enough.
Yes.
Because the other qualities, they are not professional. They are related to other things.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good.
My weaknesses. I'm not very organized.
Okay, so I'm not very organized. I'm not very organized. Why am? Because, Milene, you are using an adjective to describe yourself. So you need to say or you say I'm not, or you say For example, I'm anxious. Sometimes I'm anxious, but today I control it better. I am not very organized, and Me neither, Milene, me neither. I'm not very organized. I understand. I'm not. Okay?
I'm not. Okay. I'm not very organized when
Organized.
when não sei se a frase é essa, vou falar, você me corrige. When there are many tarefas, muitas tarefas.
Okay, tarefas, you can say tasks.
Tasks.
Yes.
I'm not very organized. There are organized.
Okay. I'm not very organized when there are many tasks. Many tasks to do, or many things. Tasks or things. Many things or many tasks to do. I'm not very organized when there are many things to do.
Yes. I don't like. I have difficulty.
I have difficulty.
Como é que eu falo? Em dar?
Em
dar.
Give.
I have difficulty give feedbacks, negative feedbacks.
Yes. I have difficulty. I have problems in giving negative feedbacks.
Yes.
I see.
Como é que falo? Sofro.
I suffer a lot. It's difficult for me. I suffer a lot because I care about people. I care about people. I don't want to make people feel sad or disappointed. So I care about people, and I don't like to give negative feedback. But you are very honest. And you need to give the negative feedback, right? You are honest. That's necessary sometimes, right?
Negative feedback is very necessary for development
for people to people to develop themselves, for people to improve themselves. I understand.
Yes.
And that's something I suffer a lot too, because online it's easier. To be honest, online it's easier. But for example, working in online in English courses, sometimes kids or teenagers, when I was giving a negative feedback, they started to cry. It was so difficult for me. It was so difficult for me because when I see people crying, I want to cry too. And I say, please stop. Don't cry, because if you cry, I'm going to cry too. Don't do it, please. It's difficult. It's difficult. What else?
I'm procrastinar. Como que eu falo isso? Eu procrastino.
Okay, so that's easy to say because in English it's the same word. I procrastinate a lot. Or I am an excellent. A different way to say this is I am an excellent professional procrastinator.
Yes. Como é que eu falo? Existe alguma coisa, alguma gíria, não sei como é que falaria, tipo assim, para empurrar com a barriga, igual a gente tem aqui no Brasil?
Let me look online, because there is this expression, but I forgot. I honestly forgot. Let me look online here, but there's a way to say this. Push with the... No, it's not push with the belly. Push with the belly é a tradução literal e com certeza não é isso em inglês. Com certeza não é. So, put the decision off. So
the decision?
Put something off. Put something off. Okay?
Okay.
That's put off. Put off. And I'm looking here. Going through the motions is another way to say this. Or, yeah, so kick the can down the road. Milene, the easiest one for you is put off. Okay, for you to remember, put off. Put off is, if I translate it literally, is colocar de fora. Dar uma enroladinha, colocar de fora. Put off. Okay? So you put things off sometimes. Right? You put things off, you don't do it perfectly because you are a very good procrastinator.
Yes.
I understand. All right. And and these are your weaknesses.
Yes.
Okay. They're okay. They're okay. They're okay. How do you try to fix these problems, solve these problems? For example, the procrastination. How do you try not to procrastinate? What's your tactic? What's your tactic? What's your strategy not to procrastinate?
Starts with tasks, bad tasks.
Okay, so you start with the worst ones, the most boring. You start with...
Yes.
I see. I understand. That's a good tactic. That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Because the next ones, they are good to do. They're easier, simpler, right?
Yes.
Good. Has anyone asked you these questions?
Repeat, please.
Is it the first time someone is asking you these questions? What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? Or you had this experience before?
In English?
Not in English. Not in English, right? But I think you did a good job. Because it's not easy to talk about ourselves, right?
Yes.
It's easy to talk about our work. It's easy to talk about other people, other things, series, movies, things we like, but not about ourselves, right? It's not easy.
Yes.
And speaking about this, Milene, you saw I created... Thank you for your answers, okay? Thank you.
Okay.
You are hired.
Hired?
You are hired. The opposite...
Contratada?
You're hired.
Okay.
The opposite is fired. Hey, you are fired. Okay. That's the opposite. And Donald Trump is famous for this sentence because in the United States he presented the Apprentice show, TV show, The Apprentice. So he's famous for this sentence. You're fired. But yes. you are hired. Okay, you are hired.
Okay. Thanks.
Sure. Welcome to Rodolfo's company. Welcome. And speaking of Rodolfo's company, yes, please. Yes.
In Mélio's interview, we answers. Como é que é? Nós perguntamos.
We ask.
We ask. We pedir, como é que fala? Nós pedimos.
We ask. So when you ask a question, yes, when you ask a question or when you ask a favor, you ask. Same word. Same word.
We ask for people.
We ask people.
Tá. We ask people contarem histórias.
Tell us stories.
Tell us stories.
Yes.
E não responder diretamente, como que fala?
And not answer objectively.
Yes.
Directly, objectively.
Because objectively.
Objectively, directly.
No objetivo, né? Mas eu quero falar assim. Peraí.
The objective is.
Não, é isso que eu quero falar. Because the answers podem ser.
Can be
training.
Yes, it makes sense. You told me that before. You gave me this point at Melius before, that you want to hear the stories, you want to listen to the stories, because it makes more sense. Examples, right? Yes. People. That's true. That's totally true. People can have the answers by heart. Eles podem ter a resposta de cor. They can have the answers by heart, but to tell a story, they need to be honest. To remember the story, remember details. It makes sense. So, okay, for next class, I want to hear the stories. Okay? Milene, you saw I created a WhatsApp group. And this WhatsApp group has some objectives. Objective number 1 is for you, my students, to practice English in different ways. Because sometimes you practice English just with me in this online interaction, and you are addicted, viciado, on me, on my voice, on my accent. So I think that's a good way to interact with other people, all in English, no other language involved. Because you don't need your native language to learn English. You don't need your native language to learn English, okay? So that's one of the objectives. And other objective is to share information. Sometimes one student has a good video to share, and we can share information, help other people. Sometimes you are doing the homework and you have a question, and you can ask in the group, and a student, not necessarily me, a student can help you, and I think it's good. And Milene, Rodolfo, I don't know about you, but me, I hate WhatsApp groups. I hate. It's not that I don't like. I hate. So I'm gonna do everything I can for this group to be useful. Understand? Okay. I'm gonna do my best for this group to be necessary, to be useful, to be something good for my students and for me too. I'm doing this for the reasons I'm giving you, but I have other objectives in mind. 3 objectives. To be objective, I have 3 objectives. One of the objectives is to practice for my online course. In a few months, I'm going to launch an online course, and I want to see this experience, to have a WhatsApp group with students interacting. So I want to test it. I want to try how people interact, what are the best types of posts, of messages, not posts, but messages, audios, videos, memes, GIFs, I don't know. But I'm going to try, I'm going to test it. And the other reason is, I want to, maybe once a month, have an online interaction with my students. Have an online class, not just with you, but with more students. So I want to organize it here and set a time, set a date, so you guys can interact. Maybe we can choose a topic and have conversations about this topic. Maybe open conversation like my classes. Basically, my classes are open conversations, open topics. Sometimes I choose a topic and I introduce the topic, and you don't know, the students don't know, but I introduce the topic naturally. But sometimes it's open. So I want to organize something similar to this. An online interaction, maybe on a Friday, maybe on a Saturday morning. I don't know. I'm going to try to talk to you guys and set the best time for this. And my third objective is to someday, after vaccine, after things go back to normal, to set a meeting, an English meeting, in a restaurant or in a bar, and have my students together interacting. That's an objective I have, to make people get together, and I will be there just watching, having shots of cachaça, beer, and just watching the magic happening. Understand? That's a dream. That's an objective I have. Because this meeting, this English meeting, it exists. There is already an English meeting in São Pedro every Thursday at Krug Beer. Krug Beer, they have this meeting. Not now because of lockdown, because of bars closed, but they have this meeting already. But I want to make this with the community I have. I have a small community, so I want to connect people. And maybe you'll have a friend who speaks English and wants to practice. Or maybe you have another friend that has a dream to speak English, but right now has no time or has no money for classes. So this person can go there for free and interact with people for free. I want to create this community before I go to Japan. I know it's a crazy idea, but I think it's very possible. So these are some objectives, some reasons why I created this WhatsApp group. Okay?
Okay.
You can silence the group if you want, no problem. You can get out of the group if you want, no problem. But honestly, I ask you a favor. Interact as much as you can. As much as you can. Maybe sometimes there... Yes, try. I know sometimes it's boring, but I'm gonna do my best to make this group useful. Necessary, useful, important information there. I'm gonna do my best for this. And that's it. If you want, or if you can, please interact there, because it's easier. I'm asking this to my students, all of my students, I'm asking this. Please interact in the group. I created this group, and please interact. And I gave this group a name. Elite Squad. Tropa de Elite. I was thinking about other name, because the picture on the group is me doing this. That's the picture. So I'm thinking about other name. Maybe X-Men, something like this. I don't know. I'm thinking about a name or something. Okay, but that's it. I'm gonna try to make this group useful. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Did I send you a homework? I don't remember.
No, I know.
You don't know, or I didn't?
Oh, no.
Or you didn't do?
Como é que eu falei? Eu não fiz? I didn't.
You didn't do the homework.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you the homework again, and you do it later. Okay?
Repeat, please.
I'm gonna send you the homework again.
Okay.
And you do it later. But because you didn't do, I'm gonna ask other things for you. For you. Next, yes, please. You have something to say. Say it.
Do you know Gartic? Game.
Yes, I do.
Gartic.
Yes.
Como que eu não vou saber falar isso em inglês. Quebra-gelo. Poderia ser quebra-gelo.
In English, it's ice breaking. Ice breaking. Yes, that's a good idea. Yes.
In English.
Yes, that's great. Other games we can do there. Have you ever? Eu nunca. Or other games. That's great. Good ice breaking. Other ice breaking I was thinking about. It's not exactly an ice breaking, but it's to introduce people. You know, I record this class here and I upload on YouTube, right? You know this, right?
Yes.
I want to share these videos on the group. So people will watch Milene's class, and they will interact better. For example, if I have an online class or a real meeting in a bar or in a restaurant, they will look at you and they will think, "Whoa, that's Milene. She works at Melius. She is the human resources person. Oh, I love Rodolfo, I love the classes you have with her. She's so funny. She has the dogs, right?" And that's it. So is that okay? Can I share there?
Repeat, please.
Can I share the videos there?
Como que eu falo? Eu fico com muita vergonha.
I'm shy. Just say yes. Say yes.
Fazer o quê, né? Pode.
Okay, so perfect. Thank you. I think it's good to interact so people will see the interactions and people will love the classes. Understand? I think it's good to create interactions. But you gave me a great idea, icebreakers. Icebreakers, that's good. I am doing this, Milene, because I have two other objectives in mind with my students. Objective number one is, I want, Milene, in a few weeks, to have a testimonial from you. A testimonial, yes. I want you to create a 30 seconds video saying something like this. Hello, I am Milene. I work in a human resources team, and I've been studying with Rodolfo for 4 months already. And when I started, it was very difficult for me to speak and understand English. But now I speak and understand English easily. Today, English is simple for me because of Rodolfo's classes. And I want to get this video, 30 seconds testimonial, and post on my Instagram. I'm gonna ask you in a few weeks or in a few days. Understand? And then, that's one of the objectives. And the second objective, Milene, is... Ta-na-na-na. The second objective is to have a live with you on Instagram. That's in the future. That's in the future. Not today.
Yes.
Not tomorrow. Not on Thursday. In a few weeks, in a couple of weeks. For example, I had a live with a student last Friday. It was a success. It was a success. Likes, followers, new clients. It was a success.
Very good.
On Friday, I will have a live with JP. At 11 a.m., I'll have a live with him. Because his Instagram is very professional. He works with marketing and soccer.
Yes.
So we are going to talk about marketing on soccer in English. And I want to have this experience with you someday.
Next Friday.
This Friday, this week. Next Friday. This Friday. In a couple of days, in a few days. Friday, 11 a.m. Okay? So, I'm telling you this because I'm preparing you to. I want you to create the testimonial, not now, later, in the future. And I want you to have the live with me too in the future. Okay?
Okay.
Prepare yourself. Get ready. I'm just preparing you. It's not going to be right now, out of nowhere, right now. No. But I'm alerting you. I'm preparing you. I'm asking you this favor. Get ready because I want to have this experience with you.
Okay.
Because my Instagram is very professional. I need the help of my students. You are helpers of mine. You are my you are not just students, you are friends, you help me with your opinions. And I think this live will make it even more professional. Understand?
Okay. Yes.
Perfect. Milene, that's it for today. I'm going to send you the homework again. Okay? And try to do it because we can correct it next class. Okay?
Okay.
Do what you love. Do what you love. Don't forget this. That's today's message. That's the message for this week. Milene, it's an inspiration I had on the weekend.
Okay.
I had this inspiration on the weekend. Understand? And now I'm telling my students this. I had today 4 or 5 classes with 4 or 5 students, and that's what I'm telling them today. Do what you love. Do what you love. Okay, that's today's message. Okay?
Okay.
Milene, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for your support, for telling me your strengths and weaknesses. Thank you. You are hired. Have a beautiful, nice, exciting, energetic week, and I will see you on Wednesday. Okay?
Thanks.
No, thank you.
Very. Oh, meu Deus, falei errado também. Have a nice week.
Thank you.
Have a nice week.
Thank you. Great. See you later, Milene. Good night. Bye-bye.
Later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.